Hi guys, it's Ash here and this is my comprehensive review of the Galaxy S3. So guys, the Galaxy S3 has been one of the most awaited phones of 2012. It is the second quad-core phone to be released, and the expectations have been pretty high with the kind of hit that the Galaxy S2 has been. I pre-ordered this phone, but I've been waiting for about 2 to 3 weeks now before I actually went ahead and made this review. Because I wanted to play around with the phone and not just give you guys a list of specs and so on. I just wanted to give you honest thoughts on this phone. So forgive me if this is going to be a little bit long, but I want to cover everything that I can. So let me start with the specs. So as in dimensions first, the phone is about 136.6 millimeters in height, 70.6 millimeters in breadth, and as far as thickness goes, it's 8.6 millimeters thick, and that is 0.11 millimeters thicker than the S2, but still compared to huge phones like these, it is extremely thin. Say for example, the HTC One X is about 8.9 millimeters thick, and the iPhone 4S is how much? 9.3 millimeters thick, so it's pretty thin. And as far as the weight goes, it comes in at about 133 grams. And to be honest, it feels even lighter than that. The way the phone is built, and with the whole inspired by nature tagline, it's got the pebble kind of curves. It's available in marble white and pebble blue. And with these kind of curves, it's very, very light. And the way when you grip the phone, it doesn't actually feel as heavy as it should. To give you more information on that, the HTC One X is actually 130 grams. That is 3 grams lighter than the Galaxy S3. But the HTC One X, with the kind of sharp edges that it has, holding it in the hand actually feels heavier. So to be honest, till I actually was checking up on the facts for making this review, I did not know that the Galaxy S3 was heavier than the HTC One X, and I've been using both these phones alternatively for the last few weeks. So and then again, moving on to the buttons or whatever's there around the phone, you got the power button on the right side. You've got the stereo 3.5mm stereo jack on top. You've got the microphone, again another microphone over here, the micro USB 2.0 port, the volume rockers. And I like the way that Samsung has positioned this the power button on the right, unlike HTC or something wherein you've got the power button on top. Because when you're gripping the phone in one hand, it's easier to hit the power button this way. So I feel that makes more sense. As far as what's inside goes, let me quickly open this up. The body is made of polycarbonate material, just like the one found on the HTC One X, but the back feels a little bit plasticky, and that has been a gripe for a lot of people. But then again, it's more durable than it actually looks. It really bends a lot. I'm not going to risk bending it any further, but you can look up YouTube videos where people get this back to actually touch the edges to touch. Right from the Galaxy S2 or even the Galaxy Note, the backs have been this way. It's a lot more durable than it looks. Over here, the battery is a 2100 mAh battery, and this is that's a lot of juice for the phone. To my knowledge, only the Droid Razr Max and the Galaxy Note have huger batteries. And one more thing that I really like about this phone is that it's got micro SD capabilities, and not just micro SD capabilities, but hot swappable micro SD. I do not have to turn off the phone or remove the battery to swap micro SD cards. Might not seem to be a big thing right now, but it's a great feature to have. With older phones like HTC Desire HD, this used to be a normal feature, but these days the micro SD slot gets under the battery, or you need to remove the battery to pull the micro SD card out, and I feel that's a pain. So anyway, I like the fact that a micro SD card exists over here. And also in the SIM is a micro SIM that seems to be becoming the standard, so not much can be done about that. And since the battery is user replaceable, that always gives us the choice of picking up a few extra batteries if you need to go on trips or whatnot. And then again, you've got the sensors over here, the receiver. The home button has been elongated and narrowed down a little bit. It's a little bit, it's got a little bit of a, I mean, it's pops up a little bit so that it's easy to hit. You've got the 1.9 megapixel front facing camera, and on the back you've got the 8 megapixel shooter, the LED flash, your speaker, a Samsung logo, and that's pretty much it. So let's move on to what's under the hood, guys. Under the hood you've got an Exynos quad-core Cortex A9 1.4 gigahertz processor with 1 gig of RAM, and the internal memory is about 16 gigs on the model that I'm having right now. It's available in 32 and 64 gig versions as well, but not where I'm from right now in India. It's not available 32 and 64 gig variants. And this phone officially supports up to 64 gigs of micro SD, so that gives you a lot of storage space. And apart from that, Samsung also provides you with 50 GB of Dropbox space, though that wouldn't be available with the AT&T and Verizon variants. But for the international models, the GT-I9300, 50 gigs of Dropbox space is available, so that's a lot of space. And as far as sensors go, you've got your accelerometer, gyroscope, RGB sensor, proximity sensor, compass, and parameter. This phone is also NFC capable, and Samsung has also got their proprietary S-Beam capabilities, which right now works only between S3 phones, as in you can tap through two S3 phones together, and you can try and S-Beam works as a combination of Wi-Fi Direct and NFC, so that gives you real fast transfer rates. And you also have an inbuilt GPS and GLONASS, so that gets you a lot of a very quick fix. The phone also has Bluetooth 4.0. Wi-Fi tethering is an option that with Wi-Fi hotspot. The phone also has USB on the go capabilities, as in you can, if you plug in a USB adapter over here, micro USB adapter, and you say you plug in a wireless transmitter or a keyboard or a mouse, you will be able to use a full-sized keyboard and a mouse with the phone. So there you can see I actually have a mouse plugged in, and let me just go on over here, and I should be able to type in the numbers. That's from my physical keyboard. And apart from that, if you want to expand your storage even more, you want to just pop something in off a pen drive, that would still be possible with this. Just plug your pen drive in, and it will get detected. USB mass storage detected. Alright guys, one more thing I forgot to mention is that you also have a LED notification light over here, and that gives you, that blinks, you know, when you have any missed calls or message. Alright, as far as the screen goes, it's a Super AMOLED HD screen. You can see the lack of a plus over there, which means that this is a pentile matrix. That means there are fewer subpixels for the pixels. Let me get into that in a minute. The resolution is 1280 by 720 pixels, and since this is a 4.8 inch Super AMOLED HD screen, the pixel density is 306 pixels per inch. To give you some perspective, the HTC One X has the same resolution on a 4.7 inch screen, which means it has a pixel density of 312 pixels per inch, and the iPhone 4S has 326 pixels per inch, and the leaders right now are HTC Resound and Xperia S, which again have the same resolution but on a 4.3 inch screen, which gives them a pixel density of 342 ppi or pixels per inch. But then again, guys, just because this isn't the market leader when it comes to pixels per inch or pixel density, it doesn't mean that the display is not up to the mark in any way. It is a glorious display with amazing viewing angles. It almost feels as if something has been plastered onto the screen rather than an LED and an AMOLED display. It's just stunning. So coming back to pentile display, guys, what a pentile display means is that the per pixel you do not have the RGB spectrum. There is one less subpixel per pixel. In theory, this means that the screen is not as crisp or clear as a display that utilizes the full RGB spectrum, say for example the HTC One X. But in practical usage, you do not actually get to notice the difference much. You do not get to notice the difference at all. So for the life of me, I cannot, I've never felt that the phone
The Galaxy Note as well uses the pen tile display. I cannot actually find any place where the Galaxy Note or the S3 actually isn't crisp enough. So in theory, yes, the pen tile display is not as good as a full RGB display, but in practical day-to-day usage, you will not be noticing a difference.
On top, you've got a Corning Glass 2, which is thinner than the original Corning Glass, which obviously helped in keeping the size of the phone down. But then again, guys, with Corning Glass, it's supposed to be scratch resistant, and it is to a large extent, but I have got a few macro scratches on the phone, and I'll try to show you that in this video. I don't know if it will, yeah, there you see it in the reflection of the light. You can see a few scratches, and again over here. And none of these scratches are gonna be, visible when you're viewing the phone, because it's very, very tiny. But then again, these, it is prone to scratches, just like the Galaxy Note. So that's that. So guys, one more thing is that this phone is MHL capable. That is the micro USB port on the phone can be connected to an MHL adapter, and which in turn can be connected to any HDMI input, as in big screen TVs and so on. But herein lies a problem. The pins over here have been rearranged or something like that, so any existing MHL adapter will not work. So MHL adapters that work with phones like the Samsung Galaxy Note or the Galaxy S2 or even the One X will not function with the S3. You need to, as of now, the only solution would be to order the official MHL adapter that costs you around $30, or wait for any third-party adapters. So anyway, guys, the link to order the adapter I will have it in the description. You can go ahead and order it off Amazon if it's available. So that's pretty much it for the first part of the review of the Galaxy S3, guys. If you want to go ahead and order this phone, click on the link in the description, and that'll take you to Amazon, where you can go ahead and place an order of this phone. If you can also order accessories for the Galaxy S3 right off the link in the description directly from Amazon. So click on the link that's annotated onto this video right now, or again from the description to move on to the next part of this review. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any feedback or comments, leave it in the comment section. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, or email me directly. All my contact details are in the description. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you move on to the next part. I'll catch you in the next part of this video. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.